Evening, guys. How's it going? Happy Shenmue Day, everybody. Hope you're doing well. It is Tuesday, 9 o'clock, a little bit later than we normally advertise, but to hell with it. It's Shenmue Day. You know we've got to be here. Virgin Media seems to have fixed itself, but as a precursor, if there are issues, it's probably down to the fact that both James and I use Virgin Media for our internet. So if one of us disappears or the stream disappears, you know why.
We're buggered.
We're buggered, basically.
Yeah.
So great to see everybody, as always. I can see Yanni's in. I can see Stuart's in. Strictly Say Europe is in. I've seen Ginger Fairy knocking around in chat as well. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Dan Diggers as well. I haven't seen your name before. Terry's given away a gift sub. Thank you very much as well. Right.
Here's Terry.
We're going to dive straight in. Oh, hey, Lightspeed. How you doing, man? Resident SD is in as well. Nice to see you. So we're going to dive straight in with a little bit of Shenmue news. There's a couple of bits that we want to do. James, do you want to take it away?
Yeah, well, we'll start off with the Gamer's Journey update. So obviously, if you've been following our content, you've seen Adam Scipioni's posting images of these Blu-ray cases in hand, sealed. They look amazing. He's showing a box here with, I assume there's not 1,000 in this particular box I'm looking at, but led to believe he's got 1,000 copies of these Blu-rays made and produced, and they're ready to be sent across the globe. So yeah, really looking forward to getting that actual item. Today, actually, he's done another update where he's showing the contents of what you actually get. So you get a poster of the front cover without the mosaic effect, so it's like a nice blue poster with Yu Suzuki in high res. So yeah, if you haven't got a poster of Yu Suzuki on your bedroom door, now you can pen him up. And there's also a booklet in there with a ton of, well, he says like photographs and information from his actual journey to Yokosuka. Obviously, the process of filming the documentary.
One, two.
What that journey entailed. You okay?
Yeah, it's all right. Apparently, there's a little bit of echo. It could be my room though, so I'm just doing a recording. Carry on.
Is it Matt or is it me? I may have two mics on somehow. I don't know.
I may also.
But yeah, if you do want, if you backed that project, you're going to be getting it soon. If you didn't, he did say on the forums that he may have some additional stock that you can then inquire about picking up if you're interested in the documentary on Blu-ray. The next piece of news is we're going to cover the Dragon and Phoenix project. Matt's actually got queued up some videos that we are going to watch in a moment.
I do.
Matt's
indeed.
got a little bit of echo, apparently.
I do have a little bit of echo. I'll try and fix that. I suspect because OBS and Windows did a massive update before coming on stream. It's probably.
I did actually notice you did have a little bit of echo in that last video you made.
Might be an issue.
I don't know if you listened to that back, but
weird. Anyway, I'll fix that in a minute. Starting off, in any case, we have two videos from the Dragon Phoenix project. The first one I'm going to show is the late 2022 trailer, which shows off Dobuita, a bit of the fighting engine, and some other bits and pieces. It's personally my favourite one, but we'll let people pass their own judgment on that.
Welcome in, by the way, Anadal,
and then I'll try and fix the bloody echo, which I think I know how to fix, which is annoying.
All Flower Angel as well. It's a new name, I believe.
Right, here we go.
Thank you, Daily Gaming Videos, for the subscription. Much appreciated. So yeah, if you haven't seen this trailer, guys, this is really cool, this trailer. So this is, like Matt said, like late 2022, so obviously they've improved on this since. PlayStation just turned on for some reason. Graphics, mate.
It's quality.
Let's see. And this bit is amazing. The Sakura Oka Park. That's is that a training thing, do you reckon, or is that they're going to overlay Chai's model on that dude?
QTE's working.
Yoshi. Slot machines. Kickstarter's already ended for the movie, by the way, if that's what you mean, Joe. That was ages ago. Love the text in the notebook. Buzz Journey as well. But actually be able to sit on the bus and experience the journey by the looks of it. visually stunning, I think.
It's quality.
My only nitpick is the rear model, but is that the passport model?
I think
It just
so.
looks a little off to me, doesn't it?
I mean, it's work in progress, isn't it?
But everything else looks stunning. And very much Shenmue-esque, considering like everything's either being rendered through Unreal or brand new assets and that sort of stuff. It's spot on.
That's the first one, and then here is the Magic Weather, which is the most recent trailer in terms of the timelines they're working to. And
this is cool
stunning, and this is really, really cool. Yeah. And I'll tell you where you can follow everybody in a minute.
This one's like a recreation of that original beta. You can even hear the trailer voice. It's amazing. The petals. So you can actually see the improvements on the park alone here from
just
that late 2022.
It's quality. It's mental.
Depending on how the player progresses in the game, each event will be an unique experience to each player. One player may experience an event in the rain. Another player may experience the same event in the snow, and another may even experience it under strong sunlight. Players who took their time in a quest may arrive at the next town in a whole different climate.
You mentioned the lighting, didn't you, when you were watching this video, Matt?
The high level of freedom and reality is Magic Weather.
Feels smoother, doesn't it? The modelling, everything. You can see the incremental changes.
And the change of weather, which comes with
ray tracing
expressed real time. The same places will not.
You can see the Sakura up there, actually.
Yeah, it's nice.
Someone's vandalized that
interactive. What you experience may differ from
Hey,
another.
Johnny, this is Shenmue Dragon and Phoenix Project.
Yo, Scribe.
Hey,
Just been raided, Matt.
Oh, we've been raided.
Danish D.
Oh, thank you, Danish D. Thanks for the raid, my friend.
Thank you very much. It's very kind of you.
The work's insane. Absolutely incredible work by the team. So for people who haven't seen this before, it's Shenmue 1 and 2 basically being remastered in the Unreal Engine. I don't know what to say other than it's absolutely stunning. Hey, Danish D, thank you so much for the raid, my friend. Hope you're all well. Danish D was streaming Shenmue 1 and 2 fairly recently. I dropped into some of the streams, and it's nice to see him.
Awesome.
So, yes.
So, yeah, there's a couple of extra little screens on Twitter as well. In fact, let's give the shout out to the actual Wheeling Shoe Twitter, right?
Yes, drop their name in.
So if you guys want to follow this, I'll pop it in the chat. Both chats
Ginger
here.
For the sub, and thank you, probably 10 for the follow.
Most of the updates.
Can I just check
on
my
the Dragon and Phoenix project?
Can I check?
Thank you for all the follows.
My
Very
echo
cool.
has disappeared.
All the new people that have just joined us. Yeah, Scribe, the actual images of the Forklift racing looks interesting. I assumed, I don't know, I haven't actually heard from Lemon if it is this, but I just assumed it was like an extra mode. Perhaps like some sort of a racing you can play with your friends or something. And that's why there was like power-ups and whatnot. And because they can literally do what they want, you know, there's bases there to design different tracks, perhaps. You know, you don't have to do that Hong Kong. You don't have to do that Yokosuka Harbour loop that we all know. I can't hear you, Matt. No, if you were talking, I can't hear. I feel like you've just gone quiet for like 5 minutes.
No, I think it's
Shenmue Days today. The 4th of every month. Do you want me to do something at my end, Matt?
Let me drop the call. Hang on. me fix this flipping internet.
Hey.
Yo, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
There we go. Now,
I was going to say you could give me 2 blinks for yes, 3 blinks for no.
Beautiful. I think it's just a cock up with Windows for whatever reason. But there you go. Yeah, we have to call people in through Discord on here to get it to work. But it does its job. For want of a better
That's what I know. Referencing my songs there.
Hey, runners, you all good? Man, there's a shed load of new people in here as well. Like,
loving it.
Raided by Danish D. I can see Annadale's in, Control's in as well. The amount of new people that's in, it's awesome to see all these new people in our stream, guys, amongst the regulars. Fantastic. Hey, runners, man, hope you're good. So, what we're going to be doing is diving into some Shenmue 1, because why the hell not? Because we always do that, and have a nice chilled out stream, discuss a bit about the Dragon and Phoenix project, talk a little about the new podcast that we've literally just recorded, which is going to be edited and hopefully out in the next fortnight or so. And also, I'm going to start us off, because we all know it's horse shit, but we're going to talk about it anyway. It's the Shenmue 4 rumour. What do you think?
Yeah. We may have to inform people on that, right?
Yes.
Did you post that on the dojo? Let me just double check. The other thing is, Matt, how are you getting on with your Shenmue 1 and 2 playthrough? Because didn't you want to complete this by the end of the year, as in
All
get
3.
to the end of Shenmue 3 as well?
Yeah, so at the moment, I'm on Hunting for the Mad Angel, so I've just had the chase with Jimmy. So I'm hoping that's not too bad. So it's going to be a bit tight, shall we say, but I reckon we can do it. We can absolutely do it.
Right, I'll link it in the chat, by the way. So that's the rumour that we could talk a little bit about, see what you guys' opinion is on that. I love what Sparrow says there. Lots of groupies coming from that recent release of... that's what I call Jim's Poetry Corner 2023.
Why not Danish D? Why shouldn't I say that name so loud? What's going to happen?
Hey, Peter Wilson.
Hey, Peter, man. You good? Yeah.
Some testes in the chat as well.
Billboard Top 100. Goro's voice. See, I'm playing... I think I've got this in Japanese. Or I've just
yeah, Stu, yeah.
I've just got a
the
random
rumour.
bug. There's no...
What's that?
Literally, he didn't speak or do anything.
Will he do it if you do it again?
I'm going to go and speak to somebody else, so I might have to restart the game. Let me just check my options, make sure I'm not... Yeah,
What's happened to that rumour, by the way? I can't even see the details of it anymore.
It's in our Discord if you wanted to chuck up a link to that.
Yeah, but does that mean it's proven false then?
I don't know, it's just 4chan getting rid of it. Either way, we can talk about it. Link the video if you want as well, because it's... I talk about it there, it's probably quicker.
Alright, there's Matt's video anyway.
It's all bugging out on me. I'm going to have to restart.
That's weird, man.
I have to restart the game, bear with me.
I've not seen that before.
No, I've not seen that before. How weird. How odd.
Is that because of a mod you've got on that? Or
It should never... The mods I've got on shouldn't affect it. Because I'm only running...
Steve with the $sign.
I'm only running Forklift and things. Hey, Steve.
Shenmue statues are $4,000.
They're not. It's... No one would ever buy one.
Which
at
ones? Yeah. If someone's got one listed for $4,000, that's a piss take.
Yeah, I've never had that bug ever.
Cheers for dropping in, by the way, Dan Diggers. First time in the live stream. Love Shenmue. Do you guys have any Shenmue related meetups? We did, didn't we, Matt? At one point. When was that? Was that the end of 2019?
It was just before Shenmue 3's release. We did it.
That was the last time I did one. 3.5 years ago. Bloody hell.
Ah, there we go. It is in English.
You know
So
about
Danish
the
D,
mad
there you go.
angels?
It's going to live rent-free in your head forever.
Oh yeah, working hard, eh, bro?
Why are you
Ginger sold
shouting?
an exclusive
Don't you
Rio
know,
for
bro?
£400 plus
You
shipping.
don't say that name
not
so
too bad.
loud.
Why not?
Just because.
Sheep bidding on a Land
You know
E1.
about the mad angels?
Hey.
I got my
Bro, didn't I ask
Land
you not
E
to say that so
exclusive, and it
loud?
cost me about 350
That kind of
quid.
talk is taboo round
Yeah.
here.
And I got
Why?
Rio for about
I ain't
260.
privy to say. I don't know what you're trying to find out.
It's not bad.
But
I got them RRP whenever that was.
I also
Or
got
however
that,
much that was.
that forklift that was on eBay today. I got that
About the
fucker as
mad
well.
angels?
Oh yeah, good stuff, man. How much did that go for?
£131 in the end.
Probably is the going rate on that.
Really? See you around.
It's also probably the worst figure.
Yeah.
But does that mean you've got all the figures? You've got the two statues. You've got the Ryo Hazuki from the Sega shop. You've got the Shenmue figure, right?
Yep, that's in my shelves.
Yeah. So you've got them all. You'll be going after the base variants now.
Not quite. Yeah, I ain't got the money for that. I agree, Danish D. It should. I'd like the rumours to be true. I'm very skeptical, but some of those.
Can you
Shenmue-
elaborate on the rumor again, man? Because
Yeah.
I was trying to think to sort of say what it was, and I couldn't even think, to be honest. All I can remember is Shanghai.
Do you know anything
So
about the
this
mad
rumour,
angels?
for anybody who hasn't seen it, long story short, is on 4chan. So you already have to take this with a very large pinch of salt, right? Is somebody put a post up saying that
Tom,
2025
About the mad
Shenmue
angels?
4 will release, is currently in active development, and it will be set in
see.
Shanghai. There was clothes change options for Rio. The game's going to be about 20 hours long, and it will have some Sega capsules in it, basically.
Which doesn't sound too believable just by that, does it?
No, the thing that I
Did he mention Super Monkey Ball capsules
yes,
or something?
Super Monkey Ball and Sonic. I mean, any rumour's true, I guess, at some point. I think a few of us are quite long in the tooth, aren't we? So for us, we're like, see how we go with it, I guess. Go get a can.
I think it was Sheep that mentioned as well, like that the way it starts is a bit unbelievable, isn't it? How it was specifically calls out that it's not going to be worked on by the RGTG Studios team, like as if anyone was wondering that anyway, or it was like a possibility. So it just sounded unbelievable from the get-go in that sense.
I'm a skeptic of it. I will be, and I said it in the video, but the big thing that it's got people doing is talking. There's excitement in the community over it. Okay, granted, it hasn't necessarily crossed over into maybe the gaming media yet, but I mean, a 4chan rumour about Shenmue probably isn't going to.
good.
If there was like a leaked screenshot or something like that, that might then cross that bridge into sort of gaming media.
We do typically get some sort of a photoshopped mock-up of something, don't we? Like Shenmue 4 logo with a petal or something.
Oh, I know.
That's what typically we get. So does that make it more believable that we didn't get that on that basis? Cheers, Danish D. Have a good night. Thank you again for the raid. That was very kind of you. Scrab says, funny how the 110 stuff's gone quiet. Seeing Yu Suzuki was in the Wanted Dead credits, I thought it gave that 1 credits. But this new rumour seemingly isn't related. Did we ever find out why he was in the credits, Matt? Was that just a thank you for something?
See ya.
I can't
Possibly the, like the interview that they did.
Excuse me.
Maybe it was
Yeah,
like a thank you that
I think
based on that. Maybe just
possibly was.
help them out with something.
Do you know that's
Potentially,
nearly
don't know.
someone? I think someone tweeted in our Discord that it's been nearly a year since the Apple Banana tweet,
Yeah.
which is mad in
didn't age
itself.
very well,
That's
did it?
taken a flipping
It's like-
year to go.
What did they say in that? Was it a week or 2 weeks?
A bit major announcement coming soon or something.
Next week?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Hey Orpheus.
Steve's still waiting for Shenmue Anime Season 2.
Yeah. Hey Rhino.
we're all up, Rhinomon. That's pretty much everything we're trying to do, isn't it? Shenmue 4 and a season 2.
Well, actually, that comes on to another point, actually, around the anime. Hey JLD, by the way, is obviously we know that
2 weeks.
Warner Brothers Discovery had this merger, etc., and then for whatever reason, they canned a lot of stuff. But recently, they've been going around saying that they want to see more adult-led content through the Adult Swim brand. Now, it is very broad, and I'm probably reaching around this a little bit, but adult-led content could include anime. So what better way to lead with some good content than one of your most successful animes from last year? Just making a point.
Yeah. It's too good of a point there, Matt. Wasn't there more to that interview with you in 110, like part 2?
I was led to believe there was, you know.
Yeah.
It's you.
Now that you mentioned that, I feel like there was something up in the air about that, right?
What are you doing here?
Wanna pay you back for helping me out.
It is, but it depends what they mean, because
Something useful.
when I was thinking that, yeah, of course, they could cover Shenmue, could cover anime, but Adult Swim do a lot of these, like, satirical,
Yeah, like Bob's Burgers. and
strange things,
like
don't
that.
they? Yeah.
Aren't you?
Or, like, stop motion, Wallace and Gromit style Play-Doh stuff, don't they? You know, like.
Hey,
So whether it was
Silver.
more thinking about that sort of stuff,
That'll be the
I'm not
famous
sure.
Hazuki style.
could be anything.
Does it leave us guys wondering how to top the forklift teams from Shenmue 3? That's interesting, actually. How would you top that? If you were going to leave a hint for Shenmue 4, but a blatant hint,
Okay, then.
It'd have to be something bigger than a forklift, so what's that in Shenmue terms?
what about a man
bloody
hanging off a train
ship.
or something? Or a ship?
Yeah. A train would be fun. Or
Why am I
a motorbike might not cut it. You know, I think it goes motorbike, maybe bicycle, motorbike. Or actually maybe motorbike, bicycle, forklift, ship could be the
How did you do
peak.
that?
There's more to mastery than
or you just tweet some black garlic.
evasion without getting hit is an art.
Or an
in
apple and a
itself.
banana.
My sensei used to call
You
this
Suzuki
move
munching on a banana.
shadow step.
Shadow step.
So how about it?
Toy
son?
capsule with 4 on it. The Great Wall, yeah, that could be a good one.
Not a bad idea. You Suzuki found it
Yes, please teach me.
Beijing or something.
First off, show me that their basic Hazuki style.
Red dress.
stance.
All right.
Some good suggestions.
That ain't too bad. Now come and do.
Do you think we're done with teases though? Do you reckon?
We'll see
Yeah.
Just get a straight. This is happening announcement rather than a tease.
Your arms in a slide real quick. Once you slide up behind, cut a blow to the neck like so.
I think they know they know us too well now. I think if we
Yeah.
tease something quite obvious, I think it would be too obvious these days.
Move your weight forward one step only.
SNES 66. I want to
SNES,
be able to take a
welcome.
taxi driver job in Shenmue 4.
Shobi
Bit
Chan.
like was it Yakuza 5? I think.
Yeah, they did that
taxi.
in that. Oh, it's Snez's first time in chat as well. Welcome.
Welcome aboard. Blandy's silhouette emerging from flames.
Look at that. Well,
But yeah,
there,
Sheephead,
youngin', you're quite
I
skilled.
think that's probably the best way. I'd probably, if I was to pick, I think I'd rather just that, just announce it. Like, blow everyone away, like,
that good.
you didn't see it coming at all.
Yeah.
You know,
Do.
not that E3 is happening, but
How
at an
about
event
a
like
bit
that,
more
perhaps.
On a dojo
Cheers,
stream,
Retro.
unannounced.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun, wouldn't it? To all you die-hard viewers here.
No, I think
I
I'm
already
alright.
know how I'd tease
Thank you
that as
for the
well. I'm not
instruction.
going to say on stream, but I know how I'd tease
Well,
that to get
don't
people to
go
watch that.
forgetting to practice every day.
Steve, do you think Shenmue 4 is going to have the same engine as Yakuza series? No. Although Yakuza's now moved over to Unreal as well, so they will share that in common, I guess.
How do you know about the Hazuki style?
But I suspect they will
wonder,
build from
would-
the Shenmue 3
Names known
basis.
amongst martial
With
artists.
Steve saying that, do you think there is like a bunch of people with that sort of a mindset that they
The
just
style
assume
of
that
Iwao Hazuki
RGG Studios would be
triggered by
working on a
me,
Shenmue 4?
including me.
I think there's some that would certainly like it. I don't think
Quite
necessarily
popular,
assume.
despite him being
but I
so
think
young
there's
he was.
a lot. There's a movement out there for
My
it.
father?
Mhm.
If
I
you knew that
maintain
move,
that while
why
Yakuza
not
does some
use it
things
that
really,
day?
really well, you don't want Shenmue to go too far that way because it loses its soul and it becomes
sense
essentially a poor
in
Yakuza.
fighting.
And I don't want
Sometimes
to call it that,
a clean
but
getaway
you then play
also
into those
victory.
stereotypes. Shenmue needs to build on its strengths, which is character development and its world building.
Mm.
Ever need practice
And I
in the
actually
day,
think,
try warehouse
in
number
terms
4.
of just watching
Sometimes
Shenmue
I'll
1
be
here,
there myself.
maybe smaller is better. You know, like really focus
Sure,
heavily
practice
on a
daily.
small environment with tons of details to be unique.
As long as the teaser's an NFT, yeah, that's fair. Scribe, how far in advance do you think they'd announce the release, say 1 year or less? Yeah, I could even see 6 months, honestly.
Yeah, that would be my preference as well. Like, with
I
a
should go
release
home.
date coming this year. Imagine that. Imagine if it said like holiday 2023. That'd be mad, wouldn't it?
It'd be absolutely insane if they did that.
Mike Fran says, recently watched the anime, still holds up very well, not too happy with the Guilin shortcut, but solid 9 out of 10 for me, which is probably where I'm standing. Literally bang on my view as well.
Is there any way to see if the Shenmue 4 trademark is still available? Probably, but I don't know how off the top of my head.
What do you mean by trademark?
Because wasn't there at one point
Like-
Sega were going around like recopywriting stuff, weren't they? And that caused, back in the
Okay.
day, and that caused a bit of a stir, didn't it?
If they got, or did they already have trademarks for like Shenmue 4, Shenmue 5, Shenmue
I
6?
don't know. I
Just
don't
in
know.
case.
That's the point. And actually, Guy Dude has just made this point. Shadow Stepper release date for Shenmue 4. Literally just out of nowhere. Bam, release. What about
Yeah.
what Hi-Fi Rush did and just release it?
That would be mad. I don't like that though. I don't like shadow drops on the same day. For me, it's like, do you think it's a bit too? Does it need a release date, if you know what I mean, to get to gather an audience? I think back to like was it the Sega Saturn that was announced and released on the same day, and it didn't really help their
No.
cause, did it? It was like
No,
it kind of
true.
harmed them, if anything. Yeah. Well, that as well. Like, say you love me. It did actually work for Hi-Fi Rush.
It did.
Why do you think that was the case? Do you think it was because it was such a unique game and it came out of nowhere and it was like a throwback to the Dreamcast Jet Set Radio, and it was free as well? That helped. Well,
It was
on Game Pass.
I downloaded it and played it, and I really enjoyed it. The mechanics I really enjoyed the mechanic with it around sort of timing your attacks to the beat and everything. It was honestly, I was really impressed with it. The soundtrack's really good. It's very well presented. Some of it's a bit cheesy in parts, but do you know what? I thoroughly enjoyed playing it. It's a breath of fresh air in gaming, I think. Because games these days are very much similar, open world or shooters or whatever. It dared to do something different, and it did it very well.
I need to give it a try, but I sold all my Xboxes. So, it's not available anywhere else, is it? Was it just
No.
Xbox?
A true sheep. It was,
Sheephead's got a good, yeah. Well, I don't say that.
as I say,
You're reading his bottom one.
yeah, it was about what? I think I put about 15 hours in on it, something like that. It wasn't an insane amount.
Which is perfect. That's how a game should be, in my opinion. They would, back when you were playing games on the Mega Drive, Saturn, Dreamcast, they were never bloody 40-hour to 90-hour games, were they? But everyone still enjoyed gaming. It's not like games had to be that long to enjoy a game.
Don't worry.
I was going to go back
I'll always be
to
home by 11
Sheep's
o'clock.
earlier point there about VR, and obviously
Yes.
because
I
Yu Suzuki's
understand.
come out, isn't quite vocal about VR, and I think he may have even said he'd like to work on VR. It's a good point. Yeah, they could get Wisenet to make a thing. I'd assume Yu Suzuki's friends with people from Sony. Like, I could imagine him and that, what's his name is, Shiego or whatever his name, that
Well, Mark
PlayStation player.
Cerny was the he
Mark
worked in
Cerny?
he worked with him for Sega for years. So there's an in.
Just imagine those type of people getting along. If that makes sense.
Just realised, James, I'm going to
And
make
it's
your
just a phone call, a phone call away, innit?
make your window slightly bigger. 'Cause-
This is a cool cutscene, by the
yeah,
way.
it is.
Nice. What's that, do you reckon? Like, someone said, actually, and this could be going into sort of my Lourdes investigation sort of a series, but I think someone mentioned that as soon as he gets the mirror, he starts having these dreams. He doesn't have any dreams, apart from that nightmare of Landee. He doesn't have any dreams prior to getting the mirror, which is an interesting point.
Hey, Sonosuke, thank you for the sub as well. Much appreciated.
Can someone confirm that? Does Rio have any dreams, say like mirrors, stars, Shenmue, prior to getting the mirrors? So it's only because he's owning the mirrors started to dream.
The awkward moment where I can't remember what day of forklifting my mom.
Good morning, everyone.
You have to check your notepad in a minute. Although actually around this sort of time in the game, it's the same sort of a note in it. It's like find out about the bad angels or...
I need to play that Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog actually. I got it downloaded, I haven't played it yet.
I did download it myself, yeah.
Outrun VR, yeah. Go for that.
That would be sick.
Ready, go!
Something like Space Area would work well because Res is amazing. Res is amazing in VR, so if you imagine... Yeah, Space Area would work so well. I wonder if they could do Air Twister as VR.
Possibly.
Just as like a simple project to work on. Sonosuke, thank you for the subscription. 5-month streak. Well, I shouldn't have read that. I should have read subscribe for 17 months, which is insane, actually. Thank you for that. Didn't even think we'd been going for 17 months, Matt.
We've been streaming, what? 2 years-ish?
2 years, and I only just now feel comfortable doing it. I don't know. When did you start feeling comfortable, Matt?
I don't know, probably 18 months.
To be fair, I'm still...
something.
Until you hit that, as soon as we're like a minute or so into a stream, I still don't feel comfortable, you know. But like now, I'm chill. I'm happy.
I was going to say, Sono, it probably would have been a lot with Peter's streams back in the day as well.
Good point.
Crashed! I'm going to have a go at the traditional hang-on clear as well. Ah, London Gaming Market. I tend to go to that if I can get there.
Went to London Gaming Market a couple of weeks ago, okay. Oh, that's cool that the Numbskull had an actual stand. Yakuza statue. I'm tempted by that, especially it's on offer at the moment.
It's cheap,
and
isn't it? Yeah.
the Ryo Hazuki statue is on offer as well. I think it's $71.99. We haven't actually covered that yet, but
It is
will be
on sale,
soon.
yeah. Shit, I haven't drawn the competition for the big one.
Oh yeah.
I got completely
How about
got
that?
fucking swamped when I got in, having to fix the washing machine and other bits.
Let's just give it to someone in the chat, eh?
Yeah. I'll do it. I'll do it
Sailor
in a
says
bit.
Rio dreams about Shenmue after getting the Phoenix Mirror. Don't think it happens before. So I do think that's quite an interesting thought. And emphasised by Fukusan actually, how he says, "Are you possessed?" Do you reckon that the mirror's not possessing Rio, but affecting his
He says it's pulling him in, doesn't he?
pulling him in? Yeah.
Well, that bugged.
What'll be interesting, you know, now he hasn't got the Phoenix Mirror, Neo-Son, is if they do emphasise something about that. Now he hasn't got the Phoenix Mirror, he's lost something, like a part of his...
Well,
Finish!
he's no longer useful, is he, Rio, if he hasn't got the Phoenix Mirror?
Good, interesting story,
Here's your first
don't know what I'm
place
trying to say, a
prize.
consideration topic of conversation. There's a bit of a mouthful kind of thing, but yeah, like that kind of aspect, like what is Ryo's aim then? He's just seeking revenge, but is he actually bothered about getting the mirror back? Do you think?
I don't know.
Today, you got to take this cargo to warehouse number 3. Here's the map.
He didn't want Ren to
Don't
nick the
forget
mirror.
quota.
When Ren had it in his hands, he snatched
Okay,
it back.
good luck.
So it's obviously important in that sense.
Warehouse 3. Okay.
But is its importance only to get to Landee?
Yeah, and now he doesn't have it.
So, like, say, for example, Niao-sun goes this way, Lan-Di goes this way. He's going to go that way into after Lan-Di.
Yeah.
And he's not going to be that bothered about the mirror.
I'll be very intrigued to see how that's going to play out. Yeah, I completely forgot about that bloody competition. Completely my fault. I will do it later or tomorrow.
Yeah, we're talking about the 10k giveaway, by the way, which was like the crazy one with the statue and Shenmue 1 and Shenmue 1 and 2 and Shenmue 3 on PS3 were given away, physical copies. Shenmue World Issue 1 and 2, the anime soundtrack, the pin. I feel like there's one more thing, but I can't think about it. Top of my head.
Don't worry, I forgot when I was videoing.
True. Did you want to mention the show, actually, just reading that about Tobacco and Gold?
Yeah, that's because we recorded a show last Friday. It's in the process of being edited together. It's a good one.
Nearly
I think.
finished it, actually. Yeah, I've nearly finished the audio. And the way I've been doing it, because we reacted to watching a lot of the original Shenmue beta footage and just discussing it. And it's not really a spoiler, but Stuart was actually on the podcast show as well. So if you're want to see Stu's side of things there, Mr. Shenmusings himself, definitely check out that upcoming episode. And it was a fun one, actually. It works so well, actually, now I've edited it. With, I don't know if you guys listen or watch the podcast, but if you are a listener, an audio listener, I was a little bit worried that perhaps it's a bad audio experience because you kind of need to see the footage, but because you can hear the footage, it's not too bad, actually.
And it works quite well, I think.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
agree.
hack away at some more of the video tomorrow if I get a chance.
Although it sounds, because we do watch some stuff on 2x speed, so at some points it does sound a bit
Interesting.
The Rescuers. Chip and Dale, that's what I was trying to say. Which makes me want to, actually, now I think about it. You know, in the Disney films, how they've got like that sort of a squeaky voice. Is it like Cinderella? They've got the beards and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
No, wait. Is it Gus Gus? I think it's Gus Gus, the little rat. He talks like that, like how I hear 2x speed. So I'd be curious, actually, to 2x speed Cinderella, or, you know, just as an example, and just see what his actual voice sounded like.
Hey, son, by the way.
Son.
Because you listen to a lot of podcasts on 2x speed, don't you?
I do, yeah, that's very true. So, actually, that first time when we did a podcast with KC, hearing his actual real voice was very strange for me because I always hear his voice on 2x speed. And when you're used to the 2x speedness of stuff, bizarrely, listening to things at normal speed, it does sound very drony and like the drunk almost.
That's brilliant.
Your just ears like accustomed to a faster tempo. Yeah, exactly. I just consume too much content to be at normal speed these days. I'd never get through any of it.
It's quite common, I think, in podcast for people to listen to podcasts, isn't it?
It's a must, Stu. I think you need to train yourself. Go to like 1.25 first, and then once that sounds natural, go 1.5, and then bump up to 2. And actually, this might blow people's minds a bit crazy, but I've started on Spotify. You can actually go above 2x speed. So I've started listening. I'm listening to 2.5x speed now.
Fucking hell.
Which you do get used to it. The only difference, for some reason, is if you listen to a podcast in the car on 2x speed. That sounds way too fast. I don't know what the difference is between listening in a car to like listening on AirPods or something, but it's
that's an interesting thing. I mean,
It's noticeable. I don't know why. The Germinator.
I should listen to more podcasts. I just don't have the flipping time.
Does it speed up your walking to 2.5 times 2? Unfortunately not. That's the only downside, Stu. If someone is really fast, like a really fast speaker, that can be quite difficult. Improving, Shansun. It's still there, it's still weird. I've had an MRI scan. But the results apparently take, because of COVID, they're still very backlogged. The results are taking anywhere between 16 and 20 weeks, which is insane.
Fucking hell, you could be healed by then.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking like, bloody hell, the results are going to come back saying I've got like an ACL tear, and what difference will that make? It'll be healed.
Well, if you have an proper ACL tear, there
Yeah.
might still be an issue, but...
Well, I've still got an issue right now. It's like, keeps clicking. It still feels a bit inflamed, and there's like it feels like someone's pressing on a bruise constantly. But it's not as bad as it was. It was so much so much worse than it is right now. But that's only in part to like doing a lot of physiotherapy and maintaining my walking and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, so get you to strengthen your upper legs, basically, your thighs and your hamstrings.
Lower actually. He's been doing.
Right.
He's been doing as though it is an ACL thing. The physiotherapy. He's been training my like lower limbs exercises, feet as well, because that's. I think it stems from my feet because apparently I've got a medial collapse.
Okay.
Which if you Google it, there's an image that's quite good actually. It's kind of representing what that means. It's like if you go down for a squat. So say if you're doing a horse stance, Rio's knees are pointing outwards.
Yeah.
Whereas my natural squat is a little bit inverted, very slightly.
Okay.
That's apparently what a medial collapse is because there's less support in your arches. So I did do a gait analysis. This dude gave me a gait analysis, and my left foot's actually okay. It's like that, but my right one is coming down on that side of my foot, and then it's like doing that kind of a motion instead. So over time, and he actually showed me footage of a bloke that was like proper like that. He was like he didn't know how he hadn't broken his ankle because he was putting all his weight on that sort of an angle as he brought his foot down. Mine's not that bad, but over time it's led to this. It's like 13 sheep. It's like 13 years of being a postman
How you liking work?
without realizing
Okay,
that's what I was doing.
Well, I expect a lot from you, Dio.
And it's just caught up.
I'll do my best.
Dio, you got any brothers or sisters?
No. I don't really have a family anymore.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
It's a bit harsh,
Private.
Rio. Doesn't have a family anymore.
Hitoshi.
Hi.
No,
You're yours,
private's a
isn't it?
bit late now,
Yes.
Chancellor, anyway,
you
even if
helped out Mark
it was an
yesterday.
option, because I've had
It was
the
nothing.
scan.
There's many mean-ass thugs in the harbor. Feels good to know there's someone like you around.
And thanks, Ginger.
I'm not
my
that
body specifically, or
About those...
We got a number. Most ain't it.
Is that so? Takeuchi-san.
Yo, you ate already?
Yeah.
Alpha Trading's free lunch deal is a pretty good
unless you've
idea.
got a
Yeah.
unless you've
Hey,
got
Takeuchi-san, why do you work at the harbor?
a weak
Well,
arches
the company
foot
act-
fetish.
really, my kids
I don't
are-
think I'll
That's a tough
make it big
break.
on OnlyFans, Shanson.
I'd like to sign.
Hey, Tsuyoshi.
Hey, Rio.
I'll train my cannon
Yeah,
in a
I know
minute.
what you mean. But at least
You're right.
Oh, you winning can? Yeah.
Yeah, my winning can.
Wondered what you're on about then. Yo, Ren. What's happening? Brada? Especially when you're 30, yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
I think that's what
I'd
it
like
is.
to
It's just
ask-
as soon as you hit
Well,
a sort of an age,
you get mixed.
35 for
Do you know
me,
any-
That gang, they're in league with
It's like your
some
body
big
just
time
switches
mistake
on
all
old
the
man mode.
shots. They don't take time.
Know anything?
I know you. What would your?
But
You get mixed
like
up.
34,
with
I'm
them
jumping
and
off the
you're-
walls
that's
and
all.
like capable of doing backflips. 35, my back's flipped, literally. Yeah. Yeah, that's the problem, Sheep. It's because it's such a weird thing, and I don't really know until the MRI results come back what's actually wrong with it. It's like one of those things where you don't really know what to do for the best. I want to use my knee. I like running, to be honest. I used to like running, but
Try again another time.
I think you need to. It's a weird one to get your head around as well. It's like you always assume that things are going to get better, don't you, Matt? If you get a cut,
Yeah, you do.
you assume it's going to heal. But we are getting to that sort of an age now where stuff stops healing.
I'll take this.
Ginger,
Yeah,
how old are you,
sure.
Ginger?
Thank you very
If you don't
much.
mind me asking. And what's your profession? Like your back's gone, is that because of your job
Sure,
or?
draw a raffle ticket.
That's funny, Strictly. Had to change the
No
name
win.
Pat to Per.
No prize,
Because
eh?
Pat is slang for women's breasts, apparently. 33, okay.
Getting
Starts.
older does suck.
One
It
game,
hurts
100
as
yen.
well.
When you're at school, you want to be older, don't
Maybe I'll
you?
wait a bit.
Yeah, but not too much older.
Mm.
Alright, so we'll get some darts.
Oh, you too, Sheep. I know you do a lot of skateboarding, don't you? So,
So close.
have you ever broke your leg? Standing desk for working from home. Need to be more disciplined about standing though.
I'm getting it.
It's good.
A friend of mine broke his femur, which is your
Alright.
basically your thigh bone. That's horrid. That was a long
Does-
recovery.
Yeah. It does repair though, does it?
It
that
does,
sort of stuff.
but he needed like 2 ops or something on it. That's too high.
No good.
Broke it in 3 places when he was 16, apparently. Sheep.
This is the last dart.
Touch wood, I've never broken anything,
So close.
which I suppose is good going.
All right, a free game. So close.
Damn. I've got pins in my right hand where I broke that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, did you break that?
Playing football in goal, some knobhead ran in, booted me while I was on the
Alright.
floor with the ball in my hands. And obviously I had nowhere to go.
Yeah. Is that type of a football for you
No,
kind of thing,
good.
isn't it? I've seen videos of people doing, I forgot the term for like pastime football, but sort of like people fouling and kicking and getting pissed off for losing the ball.
Hey, not too bad.
Grown men.
Fucking dickhead. I haven't seen him on a football pitch since, but if
This
I
is it.
do go into and find him on a football pitch, I'm going through his knees. I don't care. I'll go through the fucker's knees.
This is the
Shanson.
last game.
All in our mid-30s and sound like we're ready for a retirement home.
Fucking We're not allowed to retire. No pension for us.
Shenmue retirement home. Just everyone's room's got a TV and a
Hey, not
Dreamcast.
too bad.
I do. Quite happy with that.
This is our demographic though, Sheep, isn't it? Basically, anyone watching Shenmue, you can almost guarantee most of us in here are mid-30s.
And we're all
I'd say if you do it, you know, when you... In fact, that'd be an interesting one to look at, Matt. The YouTube
Alright.
stats. See where the
I've
demographic
looked.
is.
I've
for-
looked. It's like
have you?
between 25 and 40. And there's like a little
Yeah.
bit for like 18 to 24 or something. And then that's it.
Yeah.
You can break ribs really easily. Sneezing is quite common to break
Alright.
ribs. And coughing. If you have like a massive chest infection, like coughing can fuck your ribs. You'd never think it, but
It's weird, isn't it? I thought it was only for like people with brittle bones. Although I've not heard about that for a long while. There used to be I don't know if it was on the news or something, but people with brittle bones where, you know, they have to be very careful what they do.
yeah,
This is it.
they like get up and they can like snap their collarbone or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Into the
number
new
one.
people, scare them off.
No
I know
more
we would,
darts.
wouldn't we? These boring old men.
Maybe next time.
Grey and...
It's already this late?
I wonder if the fans of the American fans of the first
Warehouse
part
number
directly
3.
imported the second one when it
Okay.
came out. They did, actually, as a fun fact for everybody. Shenmue 2 was the highest imported game of 2001, according to Electronics Boutique in America, and is still one of the highest imported games on record in America.
I wonder what else they import. Like in those charts, what else would you expect them to have imported?
Oh, thank you for the bits, Out to Heaven.
Oh, cheers, matey. Yeah, I'm wondering if it's like maybe like a Japanese game import, like a Ikaruga or something like that.
Possibly.
That'd be quite high up there. But obviously, because of that start, it obviously didn't do very well on Xbox,
No, we did it.
which is a shame.
We did a sales breakdown in our podcast, didn't we? Shenmue Yakuza podcast, looking at the two series, and it's all in. Now, some of it obviously I've had to extrapolate data out from what's out there, but you can see the hit it would have taken. Oh, thank you for the gift sub as well, Out to Heaven. Sheep has got it.
Amazing, dude. Thank you. There you go, sheep. Gift you the total of 3 in the channel, which is very kind. Much appreciated, mate. Got your bronze medal there, sheep.
One day, someone actually, when we were researching the show, I did ask some people in the British gaming media if they had any chart sales or anything for Shenmue 2, and no one could find anything.
It's weird, isn't it?
But it must have charted, because if they count
Did they just not record sales back in those days?
I don't know. I really don't know. It's very strange. Very, very strange.
Especially when, in this day and age, people base buying a game on sales, don't they? Which is an interesting concept, because to buy a game, you have to buy a game. So when people say, like, oh, it only sold 50,000 copies, it must be a shit game. You know, it doesn't really mean much, does it?
No. I don't know what...
Final Fantasies were imported a lot, that's a good point.
Yeah, they were back in the day.
Yeah.
Especially the earlier iterations.
And I have a feeling like, I don't know how... I suppose importing is still a thing because people buy, especially this day and age, it's a lot easier to buy stuff, say, from like Amazon Japan or whatever. But back in the day, obviously release dates were completely out of...
Yeah, you'd wait a year
whack, weren't they?
sometimes, wouldn't you?
So I could imagine that's why a lot of people would import a game back in those days. Like, say, the Dreamcast, you could get Sonic Adventure and a Dreamcast. What was it, like half a year before we even got the Dreamcast release?
There's a lot of people who did import the Dreamcast, didn't they?
Yeah, yeah.
But also importing now is much more accessible. Oh, thank you for some more bits.
More bits?
It's much more accessible to import stuff these days.
That's
Might be
actually
much
500
easier.
bits. I never realised that. I thought it was 100, but it was just showing you like as a bit of a graphic on the line, but that's actually 500 bits. Very cool, thank you. Imported Pokemon Blue on the Game Boy as I was watching the show on Sky, but the game wasn't out here. The only way I knew about it was from those back pages in the gaming magazines. Had to ring up and pay at the phone or by checking the mail.
Bloody hell.
Bloody hell. That is like a crazy
I had, back in the day,
situation. Mail order.
a Game Boy emulator, and I had a translated version of Pokemon Gold and Silver. So it had all the Japanese town names in it, they changed them for Western releases. So I was playing that like 6 months before it came out anywhere.
So I say I found a brand new box Dreamcast at my parents' loft just last year.
Bloody hell.
Don't think you did, but that's awesome. Are you planning on keeping that, Ginger, or... I'm sure a brand new Dreamcast should sell quite well.
It bloody would.
So what's this? Shensun's daily routine. Basic routine. Morning AM wash face with face cleaner. Then use a vitamin C serum, followed by moisturizer and sunscreen. PM wash face with face cleanser. Cleanser. Use retinol. What's retinol? And then followed by moisturizer. Could use eye cream during the evening as well if you choose to. Are you noticing the benefits there, Shensun? Are you? Is your complex pristine? Do you walk outside and everyone like goes, "Wow, look at that guy! He's glimmering, sensational."
It'd been a Maybelline
What product?
advert next.
Yeah. What product do you use? Shensun for men.
They announced a Shenmue line of face cleaners or cleansers for us.
Yeah. Well, I've already got the body spray.
Yes, Abdullah, the DMP project is looking absolutely phenomenal. They did tease some stuff yesterday as well. Hopefully there's more to come.
We did actually watch both of the trailers at the start of the stream if you missed that, Abdullah, but yeah. So excited, man.
Goro toilet brush.
It's shaped like Elvis hairstyle.
Hey, look!
Oh, I posted a new tool on Twitter a few hours ago. That's the cutscene skipper that Lemon was
Yeah. I think I did notice that actually when I was linking the account earlier.
You might get hurt, you know.
That tool is going to be used quite widely soon.
You heard us? You're fired. Ha! Ha! Nice taxi you got here. Take me on home, okay? Get a
Yeah,
move
sneak peek
on.
at an upcoming tool.
Whatever.
Retweeted that, so let's retweet that.
Do you guys know who's in the DMP team? Lemon and who else? There's a few. Dewey's in there from the forums. That's what I
Hey,
know.
cut it out. Joke's
Lightwing?
on you, schoolboy.
Mm-hmm.
He's in there as well.
That's
That's it. You're
Sephiroth guy, is he in there?
I think so.
It's showtime.
It's not a massive team, but there's a good team there. Some of you may remember that Francois Montague bloke who did some of the remastered stuff last year as well on his own. He joined the team.
Is he the guy that's... I think that's model. That's the model of the new trailer, isn't it? That's his rear model. Is that what you mean?
Somebody else did that rear model, but I can't think who it was.
I do think. I thought that was a dude that had a name beginning with F. Can't quite think off the top of my head. Yeah. I suppose that's the difference, though, isn't it? That's like passion. Oh, I'm not suggesting like D3T weren't passionate, but that's work to them, isn't it? Whereas like to the Dragon and Phoenix project team, it's like a passionate. It's like a different mentality. loads of tweets today, by the way, guys.
It's been busy,
Impressive.
actually.
Yeah, very impressive turnout today. Keep it up. I'm sure it's getting recognised somewhere. Or we're all just getting muted, I don't know.
Probably. We, hey, Splash Man, by the way. Hope you're doing
Yo,
well.
Splash.
Oh man.
There's a completed Resident Evil 4 mod, and it looks amazing.
Where are the mad
What do you mean, Shanson? Like, it looks. Does it look better than the actual Resident Evil 4 that's just
Number
released?
17?
Yeah, at the back of the warehouse.
We
Is
set
it a
up
mod of?
thunderclap.
You lying?
Is it a mod of the original or a mod of the new one?
See for yourself.
I've not heard about this.
Thunderclap is actually something we're working on, believe it or not. The old that people may remember. It's been
Yeah.
put on the back burner a little bit with the DMP stuff going, because Lemon does a lot of our techie stuff for the site, and he was working on it. But yeah, that is the intention, to bring that back. Hopefully not too far away. William Ray, if I'm not mistaken, Ocean Pacific here on YouTube has footage of the making of Shenmue 4.
What?
Link, please.
Ocean Pacific here on YouTube has footage of the making of Shenmue 4. Did you mean Shenmue 3?
I was going to say.
Otherwise, we'd be stopping the stream, I think, man.
Fucking damn, we'll be getting that video up right now and watching it.
Yeah. Hey, Alan.
Hey, Alan.
Let's check the date. It's not the first, is it? Anymore?
No, definitely not.
Wish us luck. We submitted a Shenmue race for SGDQ. When is that? Summer Games, obviously it's in summer. Is that soon?
I wasn't sure how much that could be talked about, but seeing as it's been mentioned, Lemon's tool for that is part of it, essentially.
Have you done like any significant testing on that? Like what sort of time are we looking at for Shenmue these days?
Finished for the day.
I'm literally looking at my phone right now, because
Okay, good job.
Adam Scipione sent me a
Here's
voice
today's
message.
pay.
Twitter's source code has been leaked
Thanks.
on GitHub.
You met quota, son. So starting tomorrow, you'll get a 50 yen raise.
So not a
That'll
Shenmue
be
4 thing.
400 yen per crate.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work.
I'll have to talk to
No.
that later.
Yes, thank you very much.
See, that's kind of your problem in it when all this stuff's happening with Twitter. There is going to be a lot more people attacking it. Have you noticed when you go on Twitter now, it's like the Dodge,
I know.
Dodge, whatever.
Doge dog or whatever.
It's just a bit cringy, to be honest. Like, it would have been okay on April the 1st, but like doing it now is just like a bit of a strange.
Quite frankly, we use it because
we've got like a big reach, haven't we?
Excuse me.
Out
yeah.
there.
Are you talking? Do you know where that
You
one's
know,
on?
if any Shenmue news breaks, you get out there to the most people. Well, we just passed 10k, didn't we? So, you know, if you think about if a Shenmue 4 gets announced, potentially informing 10k people about it.
Which will then retweet it, and then it all sort of builds from there, doesn't it?
You again?
And you want everything to be successful, don't you, as well? I'm serious, I've seen it, apparently. It shows all new areas. But it's an older video. You're not on about that video of them making the game that, you know, for buy share, and buy shouldn't happen, like the Toulouse and stuff like that.
Because I could easily see like some of that footage being mistaken for it, absolutely. But
Yeah.
unless there's literally that pitch that Cedric talked about has been randomly leaked, that'd be quite funny.
Don't know about funny, but I'd love to see it.
So would I.
I got the name wrong. Were you talking about Resident Evil 4, perhaps? Not Shenmue 4. There's a link to his channel. Can you put it in the Discord, whatever you're talking about, just so we can all go away understanding what you mean?
Ah, bugger. Do you think there'll be easy to obtain the Games Journey Blu-ray? It shouldn't be too bad.
I'll link you to the forum, Retro, and just keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on Adam's Twitter or whatever, the actual... you may be more active on Facebook thinking about it, but just wherever you go to get your social goodness from. Trying to find the... got it. So I'd probably just recommend just keeping an eye on that topic. It is really good, by the way. We have seen the footage of the documentary, haven't we, Matt? So
We have.
highly recommended. Really good final result.
They've done a cracking job with it. It took a long time, obviously, but they've done a really, really good job.
And actually, there's an extra in the bonus features section that's like a handycam footage. It's like an hour, actually, isn't it? An hour of additional handycam footage of them just filming. Some dude just set up a camera in the the Wisenet offices, and Yu Suzuki's going through all the original concept art and like loads of amazing stuff just on camera. Just insane to see. It's the footage where he's posted actually in this forum topic. He's posted those, I think, the first 6 original chapter tile arts and amazing quality.
Looking for your brother.
It is that handycam footage that's capturing all this. It's really cool.
My only brother.
So you'll see a lot more if you check out
But
the
now,
documentary.
he's probably at the bottom of the sea. Killed by the Mad Angels.
Why would the Mad Angels kill your brother?
It appears he may have leaked some important information.
It's not on YouTube.
No, and it's
Is that why
unlikely to be on YouTube.
Probably.
Yeah. They were trying to get on like an
As far as
actual
I could tell,
streaming
one
platform.
person was killed.
So you're not sure?
Scribe posted.
Was the guy who heard the information killed, or my brother, the one who leaked it?
Oh yeah, the AI thing. Yeah, that's really cool, isn't it?
Yo, I heard the information was about a black market deal with some Chinese cartel.
True, but would it make an actual
A Chinese
workable
cartel?
model, Scribe?
The GU
It's like
man.
a still image. Looks like a real person. I'd like to know where they're getting their information from, the AI tools, because that could be like an actual woman. It wouldn't surprise me if it is just a photograph of a woman. And it's like AI morphed it into Kami-san. I think it will definitely be something I could watch over and over again. Really excited to be able to see it. Yep. Agreed, mate. I watched it twice from the digital version, but I'm kind of saving it. I want to watch it with my wife, actually.
Cheers, Terry. Take it easy, man.
Yo. Cheers,
Mark,
Terry.
have you seen any of the
Have a
Mad
go at
Angels?
Terry's quiz, by the way, guys.
Alright.
We posted it a little bit earlier.
Mark,
I'm warning you.
Let us know how you get on. I'm just finding it for you, by the way. I'll give you the link in a moment.
Goro. What's group? Have you seen? Whoa, bro! You know, right? Tell me.
Ah, bro, motorcycles.
At night, huh?
Here we are.
Is it another evil quiz?
It's not too bad, actually, Matt. If you've not done it yet,
I haven't had a chance yet.
quiz you on stream.
Quiz me on stream.
We're going to do it live, guys, okay? I know Terry's just gone, which probably we should have done it before Terry left, but we'll do the quiz live, mate, okay? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Right. Okay, Matt, question 1. In Shenmue 1, which characters were voiced by Eric Calso? So, yes or no answers here. Guizang.
Yeah.
Okay. Harry Thompson.
No.
No. Tetsuya Nagashima.
Trying to think of his voice in my head. No.
Ah, good.
Fukusan.
Yes.
Okay, question 2. In the early 1990s, Yu Suzuki spent 2 weeks in China gathering material for his upcoming Virtua Fighter 2 game, and his findings also greatly influenced his creation of Shenmue. But who accompanied him on this trip? Was it Takayuki Haneda, Manabu Takamoto, Kazunori Uchida, or Masato Nishimura?
That's great. Now then, I can
Option
show you
4.
how to use it.
Okay. In Shenmue 1, Susumi Akutagawa is the hard-working owner of Yamaji Soba Noodles in Dobuta, who is now considering retirement. But in real life, what was his role in the production of Shenmue 1 and 2? Was he the 3D background designer, the system programmer, the voice and recording director, or the animation and film producer? 3D background designer, system programmer, voice and recording director, or animation and film producer?
Animation and film.
Okay, so question 4. Takeshi Hirai is the owner of the MJQ Jazz Bar in Dobuta. In real life, what is his role in the production of Shenmue 1 and 2?
Thank you.
So obviously these characters were based on the real person. Was he the 3D background designer, the system programmer, the voice and recording director, or the Shenmue production manager?
Production manager. Sorry, Ren, I can't see the link.
Has he put it on the Discord? Let me check. If you can put it on the Shenmue Dojo Discord, mate, I'll get that open. Ren, if you...
I'll put it on the screen here.
If you don't mind. In Shenmue 1 and 2, Paul Lucas was voice acting 3 characters. Which character is not one of them? So we got Landy, Chai, Sam, or Dalin.
Was not one of them.
Yeah.
Chai. He's not in Shenmue.
Paul Lucas
2.
didn't voice Chai. Well, I said 1 and 2. You sticking with Chai?
Oh, hang on, no, I'm not, because he did do Chai. I thought you said he wasn't in Shenmue 2. So, Landy, Chai...
Let me say it again. In Shenmue 1 and 2, Paul Lucas was voice acting 3 characters. Which one of these 4 is not one of the 3 that he did? So, Landy, Chai, Sam, or Dalin?
Dalin.
Okay, let's just hang on a second, in case. No link yet, Ren.
Just gonna chuck it in the Discord. Have a quick look.
Nothing yet, mate. It's not like a late April Fool's joke, is it? You're stringing us along here, mate. Just let me know if fucking link comes in there.
Yeah.
The following table shows the Shenmue theme songs in the column headings and the singers in the row headings. So match the song to the singer, okay? So the song You're My Only, was that performed by Aioli, Yumiko Yamamoto, or Kuming?
Kuming.
Shenfua's song Aioli, Yumiko Yamamoto, or Kuming?
Aioli.
So that theme. Okay, and Wish. Same options. So it's got to be Yumiko.
Yeah.
Yumiko.
The last
Fuck
option.
me. Trying to get that out, yeah. Still no link. Must be a troll.
Yeah. Unless it's here, link, it's a troll.
Yeah. When D3T re-released Shenmue 1 and 2 on PC, they discovered that the Lucky Hit games, he's put in brackets, not the app,
Yeah, a winning
adjust the physical behaviour of the ball based on the weather and temperature calculated by the time of day. But who mentioned this in an interview with PC Gamer? Was it Steve Powell, Ian Moran, Noel Austin or Simon Brown?
I think it was Noel Austin. But that could also be me being biased because I spoke to Noel and he mentioned it to me as well.
To be honest, when I read that question originally, my first thought was Noel Austin. It just sounded the most recognisable.
Yeah, exactly.
This is a good one. Who is the English voice actor for Ling Shenhua in each of the Shenmue games and the anime? So, Shenmue 1, Natalie Rial, Akashka Skolin, Brianna Knickerbocker, or Deborah Rabai?
Can you repeat the question? Sorry, I was getting distracted by the game.
Sorry, the English voice actor for Shenhua. So in Shenmue 1, is it Natalie Rial, Akashka Skolin, Brianna Knickerbocker, or Deborah Rabai?
Sure, draw a raffle ticket.
It's definitely not Natalie Rial or Brianna. Just working out the other two.
Debbie Rabai or Akashka Skolin?
Here's your
Akashka
prize.
Skolin.
Open it up and take a look.
I'm going Akashka.
Still no link, even though you've just said you posted it in general chat. You haven't.
Hang
Shenmue
on.
2.
I know what he's posted. It's in his own Discord, that's why. And it's
okay.
the Oregon
I'm not
Pacifist video. Oh, well, there's nothing about Shenmue 4. And those areas aren't new. That's Meow Village.
I've seen that, so
Yeah.
I don't know what that's on about.
Anyway, carry on.
Okay. So who did you say for Shenmue 1? Who voices Shenhua?
Akashka.
Shenmue 2?
Debbie Rabai.
Shenmue 3?
Brianna.
And Shenmue the anime?
Natalie Rial, who I had the pleasure of interviewing about a year ago. She was very good as well.
Yeah, it was a great interview, that one. Who is the co-producer of Shenmue 3? Cedric Biscay, Kostadin Yanev, Alexandra Kovic, or Yasuhara Sadai?
Cedric.
Okay. Do you know those other names?
No, not a bloody clue.
No, I haven't. I don't know where Ren. If it's like what Matt says, the Meow Village stuff, you've probably just seen screenshots of Meow Village that was a cut location from Shenmue 2 that link to Wanchai and has got no bearing on anything. It's just a cut part of a beta, that was. If that's what you're talking about, based off what Matt's told me. I haven't seen the video, but Oregon Pacifist definitely hasn't as Shenmue 4 footage. You have to be careful what you say, man, because in this sort of a group of people, that sort of context, just willy-nilly
it's
quoting Shenmue 4 footage is like, you know, you've got to be bang on to say stuff like that, man.
The video. Oh, excellent. Thank you, Lightspeed. We will get that right now.
Lightspeed, interesting.
Right, let's do
Let me just read these last two questions dead quick for you, Matt, just so we get this quiz done. What's the role of Jason DeMarco in the anime? Is he the director, the episode director, the series composition, or the executive producer?
Executive producer.
Who is the Baji Kwan actor for Shenmue 1 and 2? So the guy that was the mocap guy.
Oh.
Is it Master Wu Lian Zhu or Tetsuya Hattori?
Tetsuya Hattori.
Okay. You scored?
0.
13 out of 19.
Well, that's not too bad, considering I was doing it on stream. Right, I'm going to chuck this up for everybody. Just announced literally 30 seconds ago. This, ladies and gentlemen, from Team Willeen Shu, Lemon Hayes and the team here, is Forklift Racing. It's a separate game they are putting together using the Shenmue assets, etc. I'm sure I'm probably not doing a very good job.
A separate game?
Yeah.
Is that what it says? Separate game?
Yeah, it's an announcement trailer. And let's have a look, because I have seen none of this.
So that must be what the screenshots were then. Oh, so there's different coloured. Willing Shoe Team, Forklift Racing, an online racing simulator, so it's online as well.
Looks fun.
Okay.
Made
it's
it in
the
less
same
than a
layout.
week.
Really? So it's the same layout as the... Oh, now you can smash the barrels as well. So no...
I love that cut in that corner.
I love that. I loved him going under the part of the
Oh man, you can't.
scaffolding.
Oh bloody hell! You released it in a month.
Expect a release date May the 4th.
I'm impressed, guys.
That's sick, dude.
I like it.
That is a really good. That's a great way of doing like a demo as well, actually.
I like
so if
it.
you're using, obviously you've taken that from the Shenmue aspect and turned it into its own fully fledged game, but then in theory, that's a taster of the main game in a sense, isn't it? Because that's what you'd be doing for the forklift racing in the morning.
Hey Nero,
perhaps.
welcome in. Nero's part of the team.
Yeah, we could have some racing there, couldn't we, Sheep?
Yeah, I tell you what, if that's ready, I'll stream it as part of the stream next 4th.
Yeah, if it's released May the 4th, that's what we'll be playing this time next month.
We'll give it a go, which does mean
I'll try and play with you, Matt.
Yeah,
that'd be cool, wouldn't it? And then we can play people from the chat as well. Oh, I've just had a mad idea, which is probably your guys' intention, but 5 of us. A race of 5 of us, right?
That would be quite good fun. I reckon one more day of...
Have you got the music as well? Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do.
Winner gets the Landy bus.
I think that's like the beauty of what they're trying to do there, the SNES. It's like it's just a standalone game. So because it's not Shenmue, they can do what they want, but they've just taken the concept on.
Give it a go.
It's really good. Really fun.
Cheers, Stuart. Take care, man.
Cheers, Stu. And the other guy that was going, I forget who that was. Unless I'm going all the way back to Terry.
Terry went a little while ago.
Yeah, but yeah, cheers.
Hey,
Funky Mage, hello. So we do plan on releasing it on that day if everything goes according to plan, of course.
Well,
yeah.
if you do,
on.
Yeah, I'll stream it. No problem.
Righto. Winner gets the Landy bus. I mean, we could probably come up with a giveaway, actually, if you wanted to. But we'd have to have a few races ourselves first before we start handing shit out for free. I've still got some anime postcards, actually.
Save them for May.
Yeah. I've got 1, 2, 3, 5. You can see there, guys, remaining.
There was no giveaway advertised for today, so...
Yeah. Well, apart from the one you've done on Twitter. If you guys wanted to have another copy of Shenmue 1 or 2. For whatever reason.
PC silver. Yeah, it looks good, guys. Really good work. I will happily stream that and show it off. To be honest, I'm just going to keep driving into the barriers because that just looks fun.
Good morning, everyone. Morning.
How hard would it be to create a mini online game where 4 of you play a bunch of Shenmue minigames? Well, Shenson, I mean, that kind of looks like the intention there, but they're just starting with forklifting. And if they've only done that in a week, then you can kind of guess how long it might take them to do other things, I guess. Imagine having
Lightspeed,
like a big...
do you want to chuck the link in for the video, for the chat, so that everybody can dive in on it? Oh shit, Jim.
Links might not work anyway, actually, from... Or not? Is it not on Twitter then, Lightspeed now? Oh, he's got it there.
Cheers,
links
Splash.
do.
Nice one.
Oh, Splash, yeah. Cheers, buddy. I didn't realise links worked for everyone. Okay. No viruses in the chat now, guys, please.
Shenmue Party 64.
What you'd have to do, Lightspeed, is like a hub world where everyone's like Ryo Hazuki running around and jumping. like a
like PlayStation Home
Fortnite or whatever it is. Yeah. But then there's like a forklift corridor that leads to a forklift minigame, a corridor that leads to like darts for 2 players, a corridor that leads to like.
It's impressive work for a week.
It is cool. Yeah.
Very impressive work. I'm looking forward to
Very
getting my hands on that and having a play. Oh, thanks Nero for the follow.
Very, very cool, guys. Never even thought about like the online aspect of things as well. Very cool. Online forklift racing. Online leaderboards. That'd be cool. What was that, Abdullah? Issue 3. Yeah, I'm aware it's been a year. It's been a very difficult year actually. It should be very soon. I'm trying to get out my uni work. If that's, I'm sure I've mentioned that before, but that ends at the end of May. So as soon as the end of May's thingy, I've got so much more free time than I have right now to start work on issue 3. So yeah, I'm going to try and aim to get it out before the end of the year, Abdullah. If that's a sound sort of release plan for you. Sheep says, just watch it again. There's some ramps going over the harbour and up onto the crates. Is there like a shit ton of shortcuts then, I'm guessing? 3 in the video, let me have a look. Wait a minute, what do you say? 0.3?
Finish!
Oh.
37 seconds. Bugger. Punched that a bit hard.
Pretty damn
Of
good
37 seconds into the video.
I'm going to get to the lunchtime of the forklifting, and then I think we'll call the stream there.
Thanks. Hope you work as well as
Can
you
we
race.
submit fan art for issue 3?
Yeah, of course you can.
I'm ready.
Take this cargo to warehouse number 18. Here's the route map. Today's quote is written on the map.
No problem.
Okay, get to it then.
So they've got working rear view mirrors as well. Oh yeah. There's a ramp that goes. So there's a ramp that cuts out the corner, and there's like a power up, and then somehow there's like a ramp that goes up and over some crates, and there is a power up there too. Oh, that's gonna be chaos. That is. That's gonna be awesome. Yeah. You're probably best doing it on the forums if possible. You know, in the Shenmue World forum. Or DM me if you don't want them to be public. Like if you want it to be a surprise, for example. Chuck me a DM on Twitter or the Shenmue World account or something. Or have a look in one of the first issues. Actually, I've got some QR codes that like link to email addresses and all that sort of stuff. I think. How do we get the new DVD documentary again? I'll link that forum post there, Ren. Just keep an eye on that. If you didn't back it originally, just keep an eye on that topic. And
he is going to do it. He is going to do it.
He is going to get some spares across to people. Virtua Fighter getting a vinyl release. I think we're both going to get that right, Matt, aren't we? It is a little pricey, actually, in terms of vinyl.
I need to have a look at the finances, having just bought that forklift.
Yeah, but I'm gonna get it, and there's meant to be a Yu Suzuki interview in there. So as soon as I get my copy, I'll scan the images of that interview and get that on the dojo for people. He may not mention Shenmue, but you never know. He might mention the fact that Shenmue was a Virtua Fighter RPG or something.
Yeah,
Or something.
and some of the
You never know.
music.
Be interesting to see what he says. Remember, fan art can't be not safe for work. Yeah, of course, we're going to keep it very professional anyway.
Get your black envelope for those ones.
Like a higher tier. We do it. Shenmue OnlyFans page. Agreed, Abdullah.
We do miracles, and we need to do it. Well, I don't know if we need to do a miracle, but we need to be making the noise. Hashtag let's get Shenmue 4.
Mm-hmm.
I reckon next stream I'll obviously we'll play some Forklift Race if it's ready. But if not, then I reckon I will finish Shenmue 1 next stream.
Did you figure out what day you're on? What day you're on?
I'm on day 4 now.
Day 4? Yeah, he's done it. Another day, that is. Another stream, sorry.
So yeah, I can probably start Shenmue 2. Which means I'll be in May, having started Shenmue 2. That's going to be tight, although I might try and speed run some of that bit.
For some reason in my head, I feel like you're more capable of getting through Shenmue 2 quicker than Shenmue 1 for some reason.
I've certainly played it more.
Yeah, like I can imagine you doing it in 3 months, 4 months.
And it's Shenmue 3, which I will have to do on New Game Plus.
Yeah. Which should be interesting to see actually how quick you can complete that on New Game Plus. If you skip in quite quickly through that.
I mean, if I don't do it, I don't do it. But at least it gives a schedule for the year. And actually, if we get some extra streams in throughout the year as well, that helps.
Yeah, I'm always down for a stream. I don't know when I'm gonna next do that law investigation thing. Depends what we do with the podcast, mate. But if we're releasing the podcast in 2 weeks' time, for example, I'll probably try and stream next week.
Yeah, makes sense. I've got a video out Saturday.
Mm-hmm. What's that on?
That controversial topic.
Spoiler.
This one. Should Shenmue 4 end the series?
Oh fuck! I'm completely against that.
I do.
I've seen that video actually, and I did say to you I don't even like the title, to be honest, because it sort of implies that people want it to end, if you know what I mean. Whereas I'm of the mindset that I just want as much Shenmue content as possible, and I know that's greedy, but I also don't want a rushed ending.
I've been a little bit clickbaity with that one.
Clickbaity with that one. Don't blame you.
So yeah, that's out Saturday at 7 o'clock.
Any red arrows?
No, unfortunately.
Oh, still time.
I had a couple of red arrows, a shocked face.
Yep.
All the YouTube prerequisites for a shocked video. Yeah, I've got just a bit of fun more than anything else.
Yeah, I'm sure you covered both sides of the thing anyway, didn't you? It's like, I get it. I do get why people would panic, want the series to get a conclusion, because the more that we go on, the less chance of stuff happening in the future becomes. But I
agree with what Sean
I think you said it.
there.
You'd rather have a bad ending than no ending than a bad ending, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Cheers, Scribe.
Glad you're enjoying it.
Try our best.
I just write bullet points and chat shit. That's pretty much all I do.
I mean, considering how niche of a series, and there's only really 3 games to talk about, and 2 of those have been beaten to death, haven't they, over the last 20 odd years? There's still a never-ending slew of stuff to talk about, in a sense. I feel like with Shenmue, we're never like stuck for ideas, are we?
No, we always find something. I've got a couple more video ideas I need to find the time to put together, actually. Which will probably...
And there's always something happening. There's a community thing. There's DMP now. And before that, there was other things. I'm sure there's always something to be talking about.
That DMP
documentary
project,
we're getting.
for me, is one of the most exciting things in the community at the moment. That has the real sort of, you can see the buzz around it, can't you? That has the power to really get the community buzzing and talking, in my mind. But I agree, Splash, like a proper PR statement, how they're getting to 5, get it greenlit, and then away we go.
Yeah. I'm sure there's ways of doing that. You know how they did it originally? Shenmue was supposed to be this multi-chapter series,
Lunchtime, eh?
and whatever they were doing, it managed to create a Shenmue 1 and 2, right, originally. So they are capable of creating 2 games at once, in a sense. And that thing, people are saying, like, Shenmue 4, why can't it just be a really big game to finish the series? But then if you've got a really big game, why would you not split it? And then you'd get double the income, in a sense, wouldn't you? You get all those Shenmue fans buying a 4 and a 5.
As long as you develop them, like, in tandem. So they basically, 4's done, and then 5's, like, I don't know, 6, 7 months off being finished, and they need to polish it, and then away they go. That would be the ideal way to do it, because then, like you say, you split the income.
Oh, this one.
Okay, this one's yours, and this one's Nozomi's.
I saw someone make a video with game places. They would like to go on holidays.
They're
And
keepsakes.
Shenmue had a couple of them. I think, anyone who's played Shenmue has always adds it to the bucket list, don't they? Debuta.
I'm going to Canada.
Hong Kong for me would be one. Guilin.
I took a while to decide, but
Eventually.
Hey, if it's what you've decided, it's what you've decided.
Ryo, don't do anything
Nozomi gets
stupid.
that one. We need a game of
course I
Nozomi. We're going. We need a game of
I'll
Nozomi
always
going to
try to do this.
Canada and hooking up with Tom. Hooking up with Tom.
Ryo, take care of yours too.
I will.
I'll come back when I'm
I'll
on
let you write that one, Shansun.
Sure.
Shenmue. Guy 4, whatever it's called.
Bye then, Ryo.
I'd like to do the pilgrimage. It's on the list. It's on the bucket list.
Yeah. It's well worth it, guys, honest.
I just need to find the time to do it and the money. Right, I'm going to call the stream there, which is a little bit later than advertised, but because I have work in the morning. Ugh.
Imagine that.
Work. Oh, yeah. But guys, let me just shut this bloody game down. As always, guys, thank you so much for taking the time to join us this evening. A little bit of a later start than usual. Content-wise, there will be, like I said, a video from me on Saturday. And next week, there'll either be one of the podcast on probably Tuesday, Monday on Radio Sega if we get it turned around in time. Failing that, I think James is going to do the Law Stream second episode.
Yep.
So depending on what releases next week, the other thing will go the following week as well.
Oh, cheers, Titch. Thanks for dropping in. Yeah, I'm not 100% on what day. What day did I do the first one, Mark? Can you remember? Was it
a Wednesday?
Wednesday. Yeah, go for a Wednesday. So if there's no podcast next week, we'll go Wednesday, eh?
Yeah.
Let me just double check that. Not that it matters, I'll tell you anyway, but yeah, Wednesday looks okay.
Quality.
For me.
Cheers, Clunky Mage. I'm glad you joined us for the first time. Hope you come back as well. There's plenty of content out there for you to dip in and out of as you please. But guys, as I keep saying at the end of every bloody video that I do at the moment, get out there. Hashtag Let's Get Shenmue 4. Hashtag Shenmue Anime 2. Let's make some fucking noise. And let's get that fourth game. Because if we don't make noise, we won't get it. It's as simple as that. And people need to get on that boat now. Because you don't want to miss it. But for now, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Thanks for enjoying the stream and all the content. You know where you can find us over on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere on the internet. You can probably find Shenmue Dojo these days, which is always a good thing. I'm going to take us out, as I always do. Your newbies won't have seen this before, but get your saxophones ready, guys. It's going out to Wish, and we will be back not too soon. Take care, guys. Have a good one. All the best.
Cheers, guys.
つながるほど潮の香り運ぶよ愛しさが優しい嘘つかせる前に寂しさを今抱いてほしい気持ち